character of Willy. I don't know what his problem is, but it all started like last year or during the summer, whatever time it was. I found a spot, and I appreciate you waiting patiently, G. Um, but yeah, I can't remember. It was a spider picture or something. I don't know. But I happened to be over in his live, and I chatted, and he saw me in there, and he starts, I beat you, John boy. I beat you. I I got I got this proof. It's better than yours. And I'm sitting here in the chat. I'm like, that gum, man. I don't want people thinking I'm competing because I'm just a truth channel that is blogging out what I find in real time. I'm not in competition with anybody. But if people start thinking I'm in competition, then they know that will change the truth factor. You know what I mean? People will assume, well, if he's in competition, he's going to cheat and he's going to make stuff up. Well, to clarify that, in his chat, I wrote, I am not in competition with you or anyone. And that made him mad. He took my wrench away and then he blocked me from his channel. Well, it's taken up to about a few weeks ago. I finally got unblocked. And I'm sitting there in the chat. And evidently I wrote something that he didn't like. And then he goes on this tirade of how I'm a drunk and that's what's wrong with my channel. Well, that's deprivation of character because I am not a drunk. Once in a while, I might drink a shot or two of moonshine while I'm doing a live, and that's it. But for him to sit there and live broadcast to anyone that watches his crappy stuff, and they hear him saying that I'm just a drunk and that's what's wrong with my channel, it's got to be addressed. This guy is a narcissist. He thinks he has the answers to everything. And if you don't believe it, he will tell you. He will pat himself on the back and glorify how great he is because everything he said is true. Man, get in touch, dude. Get in touch. I've never seen anyone that's just so out of touch with reality. He sees stuff on these web cameras and just starts naming them anything and everything just to make it sound like, oh, this is what it is. Man, he ain't got a clue. I ain't got a clue. Nobody's got a clue. You can look at my channel. Hey, Paris, you can look at my channel. I don't tell people what they're seeing. I ask people to look at what they're seeing and make their own discernment of what they're seeing. I'm not going to sit there and tell you this is a daggum trifle from outer space and it's come here to take roots on the planet. I mean, come on, people. But gee, Willie, get a grip, man. Get a grip. You're not God's gift to daggum YouTube. You're not God's gift to the community of truthers. Matter of fact, you're hurting the truther community by acting like you do. Yeah, I don't know about any of that tree. All I know is that guy, he's got some. I mean, look, I would never in a million years, ever, and it never happened to me as a child, but I'd never have my son shave my face, and my dad never had. That is a submission move, showing who's got the power. I mean, it's all about power. Power, power, power. I tell you these things and I prove these things and I show you these things. I mean, pat, pat, pat on the back. Pat, pat, pat. I mean, come on. Get over yourself, dude. You're not the greatest thing since M&M's. I mean, come on. But yeah, I just want to address that. This Joker is a clown. He is a clown of mass proportion. And that's the truth. Anybody that sits there and thinks that they have all the answers and everything he said is true and come true, and come on, get real, dude. Get real. And if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you, but you are not, and I'm going to repeat, you are not God's gift to this planet. You are not the guy that's got the answers to everything. Hey, Monica, you just show your butt and what you consist of on a daily. I mean, daggum. I've never seen anybody do like you do, but you know, it's your channel. You do it the way you want to do it. Me personally, I'm going to stick to the truth. I'm going to stick to the facts. I'm going to stick to what I find, and I can tie it in with other things. I'm picking up pieces of the puzzles and collecting them so I can piece it together and see the overall picture. You know, I'm not making stuff up. I'm not jumping from subject to subject. I'm not sitting there watching other channels and then being a mockingbird and repeating like it's your own thought, like you came up with this. You talk bad about Gina Marie, whatever her name is, but yet you watch her consistently and your talking points are on her talking points. Or if I do a live or if I do something, next thing I know, your topic is my topic. And you're always trying to take full credit for everything. You're not the person that you're making yourself out to believe, and you need to sit there and look in the mirror, and maybe that thought process will shatter and you'll come back to reality and be real. Stop doing this stupid shit, gee Willy. It's ridiculous. And then, and check this out, he complains about Christians and their attitudes and how they can't change their thought patterns, but yet he's the same way as a Christian. You can't sit there and knock anything G. Willy says because it's the truth. And if you don't believe that, the fist of fury will come down on you and you will be removed from the channel because he cannot take criticism. He cannot take somebody else's perspective for what it is. It's got to be his way or no way. You know what I mean? I've never seen anything like it. Huh. Is Tree 2 Tree Lynn? But yeah, I just wanted to address this guy. I don't know why he thinks he's so high and mighty, and he's got to pat himself on the back. He's got to sit there and try to take credit for everything because he wants to glorify his name. I mean, come on, be real. I don't give two craps about any of it. I just know I'm saying stuff and I'm recording stuff and I'm uploading stuff, and it's up to people to make their own decisions on what they're seeing. Now, here lately, yeah, I might be saying, hey, I think, but I'll tell you, this is what I'm thinking, or this is what I'm believing. It's what me, not anybody. I'm not telling you, you got to believe what I believe, because I've got an idea of how all this stuff is working, but I don't have a way to put it together to present it to the people. And until then, I will be silent. I will show everything that I'm seeing. Hey, Heart of Zany. But I'm not going to tell you, you're seeing this. It's a daggum triple in the sky. Man, what the hell's a triple? And what the hell's it doing in the sky? I mean, come on. Sounds good. It's very theatrical, but in the scale, the scheme of things, it's worthless. You're mislabeling stuff, man. Come on, speak up, G, or you gonna be one of them FBI trolls that hide in the dark like you talk about, and then you start condemning them for not being believers in God. Come on, G, speak up. And if you don't speak up in this live chat, please leave a comment and tell me how wrong I am. Tell me. Sat there in his live stream last night telling everybody my problem with my channel is that John Boy is a drunk. And until you earn my respect, you will never have a ranch. Man, I don't need your respect, G. Willy. I don't respect you at all. I'm not going to disrespect you, but I'm going to point out the truth. You've got some narcissistic problems. And believe me, I know some narcissists around here, and you act just like them. You can never be wrong. You're always right. And if nobody agrees with you, you're done with them because you can't take the negative energy.